Welcome to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, guys. As you come in, drop your elephants and your crowns and let me know where you're watching from. This is our weekly recap of Queens on ABC and Insecure on HBO Max. Share this live on your social media. We'll be starting very shortly.
Wanna see you with your hands up, going straight to the sky. Let me see you put your hands up, 'cause we do till we die and we on another level. To the rest, wave goodbye, put baguettes in the benzo. Got a piece of the pie. Told you once, told you twice, that we only got one life. Stay up. Diamond shine, best at night. You wear yours, I'll wear mine. Go dumb tonight, tonight. Dipping low with my girls tonight. Got my ice in the clouds. Cali Dro got me feeling right with my ice in the clouds. Dipping low with my girls tonight. Got my ice in the clouds. Cali Dro got me feeling right. Wanna see you put your hands up.
Drop those crowns and elephants in the
Point
chat,
straight
y'all.
to the sun.
Morning,
Everybody lift your
afternoon.
hands up. Celebrate, 'cause we want
If
to
you're
stay
watching
on
us on
another
TikTok, tap
level.
your screens.
Another level.
We are recapping
Yeah, the team stay
Insecure
fly. Word to Bruno,
and,
get your
of
rings
course,
up.
Queens on ABC. Good morning,
'Cause the
Darren.
limit
Good
is the
morning,
sky.
Diane.
Told you once, told you twice, that we only got one life. Stay up. Got to stay so young. Diamond shine, best at night. You wear yours, I'll wear mine. Go dumb tonight, tonight. Dipping low with my girls tonight. Got my ice in the clouds. Cali Dro got me feeling right with my ice in the clouds. Dipping low with my girls tonight. Got my ice in the clouds. Cali Dro got me feeling right with my ice in the clouds. Dipping low with my girls tonight. Got my ice in the clouds. Cali Dro got me feeling right with my ice in the clouds. Dipping low with my girls tonight. Got my ice in the clouds. Cali Dro got me feeling right.
Morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. Don't forget to like the video on your way into the room. We are talking about, of course, Insecure on HBO Max and Queens on ABC. I literally wanted to do this recap earlier in the week, but I wanted to watch it again. I wanted to watch both episodes again. You know, last week we got into a very interesting conversation about Insecure and their use of the AKA symbols and colors on the show. And a lot of you had very passionate things to say about it, and I enjoyed the conversation. This week, we're going to talk about more different things that we saw in both Queens and in Insecure. Queens on ABC is a new show featuring and starring Tori Norton, Eve, and of course Brandy, and I guess we could say a new up-and-comer. I think her name, what is her name? Natasha, oh Lord. I'm going to learn your name. We're just going to call her J-Lo for this episode, okay? I apologize. There are a lot of names and facts and things that I need to remember. I will learn. Shout out to my TikTok. Cameron asked the question, Kempire, what advice would you give someone to starting their own business? That's a really great question. So as we give people an opportunity to come into the chat, I do want to do a live one day where you guys are able to ask me questions and things like that. But this is a great question because I think, oh, thank you so much, Vigilian. My cup, this is Starbucks. This is from Amsterdam. This is in Amsterdam. I'm guessing that's the only place you can get one. And I collect these everywhere I travel. I've bought a mug. Berlin, Paris, India. So shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm your boy, TheKempire. We just got a really great question. Cameron in my TikTok chat asks, what advice would you give someone that's starting a business? Do your homework. First, I mean, this conversation could be very long in all the details. Do your homework. Be consistent. Consistency is the key to success in anything that you're going to do. And that's part of the reason why. Thank you so much, Nadine. Thank you, Darren. Nadine Velasquez. Nadine, I'm going to get it. I apologize. But consistency, a lot of people, when I say daily and consistent, I mean that. The channel is called Kempire Daily, but we're also very consistent. You're getting content consistently. Consistency is one of the things that people lack, no matter what you're doing. If it's work, if it's an exercise routine, that's where people usually fails because they don't. First of all, they're not consistent. And people read off your energy. If you're not consistent with what you're doing, they take that as if you're not serious. So many people try to start a YouTube channel or start to do, a business, and then they just fall short. They don't get the immediate results of success, or whatever success means to you, and they start to falter. I've seen it with myself. I've seen it with friends. I've seen it with you guys that talk about doing something that like what I'm doing. And you start, and then because you don't have the same level of interest or success, then you decide, oh, that's not what I'm going to do. Thank you so much, Sheree. Everyone loves my mug today. This is from Amsterdam, y'all. Look, let me get my face out of it. I don't know if you guys can see it. This is from Amsterdam. But don't give up. Figure out, look, I can tell you, I started doing this years ago. Some of you think I'm new to this, but I'm not. I started Kempire Radio 15 years ago, and I've been doing this for a very long time. Okay. And in the consistency of doing Kempire Radio, I had some really major accomplishments and interviews, including people like Oprah Winfrey. So that comes with being consistent. Did I falter? Of course. Did I try a bunch of different things? I've tried all kinds of things. I've had all kinds of jobs and had some success with them. I could literally still be in corporate America, but I said, this is not for me. Sheree, oh, you used to collect your mugs too. Yeah, I have. I'll start bringing out all the different mugs that I have from Starbucks. I don't really drink Starbucks like that, but I love their mugs. I love the New York City one that they have. I love the Berlin one that they have. I love the Paris one that I have. I almost didn't even get the Paris one. Paris was my last trip before the pandemic, and then before this last trip to the Netherlands. And I almost forgot to get a mug. I was in the airport, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't get my Starbucks mug. They had a Starbucks, though. And I love the Paris mug. It's one of my favorites. Paris, Berlin, and New York are my favorites. But anyways, guys, you didn't come here for that. I hope that helped, Cameron. I hope that advice helped. But we will do a Q&A where you guys are able to ask more questions, and I'm going to start putting out a variety of different content. I know when you come here for entertainment, you come here for your hot topics. If you missed any of the stories that we had yesterday, we had some breaking news in regards to the Real Housewives of New York and the investigation and the statement that they're alleging that Ramona Singer said to Ebony K. Williams, or said about Ebony K. Williams. So if you missed that story, be sure to check that out, and all the stories from yesterday, including our Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap. Today is all about a break from reality. And I mean that literally, from the reality of the world, the reality of your life, the reality of reality TV, even though that's not all reality. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Daniel says, I'm going to send you a DC cup. Thank you. Stay tuned. I do have my P.O. box coming, y'all. Look, we're working on it. Just so many things. Patricia says, we need to hear all about your travels one day. Definitely, because I have lots of stories, and I want to create more stories. There are so many other places that I want to see. Nora says, Kempire, you are almost at 50K. So happy to see your growth. Your channel has become such a routine for me. Love it, and congrats. Thank you so much, Nora. You always support. Shout out to all of our subscribers. Even if you're not a member of the channel, I appreciate you guys being here. Look, I know not everyone can afford a membership. That's why I continuously still give you content, but we will be upgrading the memberships so that the members can get some really nice perks. So, but stay tuned for that. But thank you all for being here, because watching is still supporting. Watching, liking is still supporting. And even when you dislike. And look, we're not always going to agree. Yesterday, when we were talking about Ramona, not all of us agreed on every detail of this situation. That's okay. We can still be friends. We can still support each other, right? All right. Thank you so much, Mama B5. Shout out to my mods that are already in the chat. Shout out to Team Kempire and Royal Court members. Shout out to my TikTok. I see that you guys are here. Thank you so much, British. Why is your skin so flawless? It's not flawless. Mind you, I need to go. I was this morning doing my skincare routine and I said, oh, I need to go get my facial. I go for a facial once a month. It's a routine. Drinking all kinds of water. Don't forget to get your coldest water bottle. 10% off with the discount code KEMP10. And I think I need to do a giveaway, right? I think I need to do a giveaway. The pink one is not available though, y'all. So if y'all think I'm going to do a giveaway with the pink one, if I can get one, that's going to be a big giveaway. That's going to be a big giveaway. But we're going to do a giveaway. I think we need to do a giveaway with this. All right. Let's get into this, guys. If you're just joining us, of course, we're talking about Insecure's episode this week and Queens on ABC. And so many of you have been hitting me up to get into some other shows. I'm going to try. I just don't know where the time goes. Before I know it, it's Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. Thank you so much, Mama Allie, you have the same color, right? I love it. I'm drinking tea with honey today because I think I've been talking too much this week. Okay, let's talk about Queens. So Queens is a new show on ABC. It's one of my faves that are on it. Brandy, as you know, I've interviewed her multiple times, but I'm a straight shooter. Pow, 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 pow. And that's what people appreciate about me as a friend. I'm not going to sugarcoat. First of all, the conversation that Brandy's character, Naomi, explicit lyrics, had with her daughter and how she didn't say black girl magic, but talked about the black woman struggle in such a poetic way. I said, that was a beautiful scene. That was a beautiful scene. Does Brandy's daughter in the show actually play piano? Because it did seem a little fake. And that's the only thing about the show I'm not loving. Even when they're rapping, I kind of wish that we couldn't tell that they were lip syncing. I didn't like that. That took away from the realness of it until Eve's verse at the end where she just does it off top. Is Eve writing all her raps for the show? I know she writes her rhymes, but is she writing her own rhymes for the show? That little battle that they had, the music from the show is good. The music from Queens on ABC is so good. And I know Brandy has written her own lyrics, but I know she's not writing it for the show. And if she is, Brandy, let us know, because then you're doing a really great job. But I think they do have rappers like Cameron's on the show. I wouldn't be surprised if he's writing rhymes for them. Thank you so much, Mama. See, this is what all of you are like my mom. I appreciate it. Ginger and honey lozenges. I need to get me some of those. But the battle between Brandy's character and Eve's character, that was really good. And then their song at the end of the episode, I was like, this is good. This is really, really good. As you know, Brandy's character, Naomi, and her daughter, they're a little estranged, but it's not so bad. I kind of wish it was a little bit more estranged because her daughter still is very sweet to her. Maybe that's a bad thing that I wanted them to be a little bit. I want her to be a little bit more angry at Brandy's character. But she's not. She has a recital, not a recital. I got what they call those, audition, I guess you could say. I love the music that she was playing. It just didn't look real to me. And that's probably my biggest quandary with the show is that when they're rapping and they're lip syncing, it doesn't look real. But I like what they're saying. I like the battle between Brandy and Eve. I thought that was epic. Eve's story. As you know, Eve is pregnant. Congratulations to Eve. I'm happy. Eve's life is so interesting. Eve went from being this hip hop star to TV star to daytime talk show host to marrying. I know a lot of people like to say he's a billionaire. I don't think he's a billionaire. I think he does well for himself, but he already has his kids and she seems okay with that. But apparently, no, she now is having her own kid. Congrats to Eve. Eve still can spit, though. I need some new Eve music. Eve, I know right now you're working on a baby, but I mean, she still looks great. When Eve was rapping, I was like, damn, why has Eve been gone for so long when it comes to music? She's such a talent. That's the thing with me when it comes to hip hop, especially females. It's all about how they flow for me. That's why I'm a big Foxy Brown fan. I like Lil' Kim, but Lil' Kim's flow in comparison to Foxy, I prefer Foxy's flow. Let's not battle. Let's not battle. I know that starts all kinds of stuff. That's also why I like Nicki Minaj's flow. I like the way it sounds. That's just me, though. Sashay Shantae says that I miss Eve too. Eve still has it. Exactly. Eve still has it. Patricia said, it's a great show. The ads for it started so long ago, I thought it would never start, which is great, though, because, so often with these Black shows, they don't get the promo that they need. But, we started talking about it on my TikTok, talking about Queens on ABC. The ratings have been decent, but this is part of the reason why I do a live like this, to promote it so that you guys watch it, because the music is quality. I definitely want to give them an opportunity to build on the show. Oftentimes, we don't give shows an opportunity to build. And I think that they're building. Here's my critique. Brandy, I love you, girl. I love you. I'm seeing a little too much of Brandy in Naomi's character. And I feel like Naomi, because she's supposed to be like the writer of the group, she wrote for all of the ladies in the group. But there are those little moments that I'm like, that's Brandy. Come on, no, Brandy. Like when at the end, when Brandy runs to them, that's Brandy's run. I needed to see her more. I needed to see a little something different. Notori's character. Now I think I know why. Remember last week when we talked about the girlfriend that Notori has in the show? We were like, I was expecting something a little different. Like if you're going to be butch, be butch. If you're going to be, for lack of a better term, lipstick lesbian, it's sort of like she's in between this girlfriend, but I think they did that intentionally so that we wouldn't like her. Because Notori, she's a newbie to the world. So look, I remember these girls. Oh, my heyday. Because I have a lot of lesbian friends. So, so when they went out to the club, I was like, oh. Lalum says, just a reminder, guys, not only is it on ABC, but I believe it's on Hulu the next day. And if you have Prime, Hulu, I don't know what they call it, Hulu Premium, I don't know. You don't have to watch commercials. Just saying. I hate commercials. I mean, look, I hate them, but they pay the bills. Even here on YouTube, they pay the bills. So, Butch versus that. And we get to see that. But Notori, there's so many elements, if you don't pay attention, that they're handling in this show alone, when it comes to being female, when it comes to being Black, when it comes to being in the music industry. They're handling a whole level of things, what it means to be Hispanic. I was like, okay, I'm paying attention. Look, and that's part of the reason why I want to do this live. As you guys can see, this is not, last night we had 1,300 people in the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills live recap. No, I don't do these shows just for numbers. Like I do these shows because this is what I'm watching. And I feel like you should be watching it as well. So many of you hit me up in the comments. I only started watching this show because of you. So if we can start being an influence when it comes to what's happening in pop culture, that's my goal. My goal is to influence pop culture. So y'all should start watching Queens on ABC because it's funny, because the music is good. The acting could be a little bit better. But it's not terrible. I've seen worse. Acting. That's still on TV. Sidebar. Since we're talking about TV and scripted television, oh my gosh, I'm going to kill myself. Bob loves Abishola. Bob Hearts Abishola. Bob Hearts Abishola on CBS. I believe it's in like their third or fourth season. I was catching up yesterday. That's a really funny show. That is a really, really funny show. So if you're not watching that and you want to get a different experience, like the Nigerian culture experience, mixed with, of course, the American experience, get into Bob Hearts Abishola on CBS. It's so funny. It's so funny. Especially Abishola's best friend, who's also a creator and executive producer on the show. She's a comedian. She is fantastic as well. So Look, since we're talking about TV, but we're recapping Queens on ABC and Insecure, guys. If you're just joining us, be sure to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. And if you are watching the recap of this, tell me your favorite moments from Queens and your favorite moments from Insecure. Nora says, "Oh my God, that show is still on." Yes, and we need to support it, or it won't be on anymore. Bob Hart's Abishola on CBS. JDW, I love The Neighborhood as well. The Neighborhood with Tashina Arnold is hilarious. And of course, Cedric the Entertainer. I said Tashina because I love Tashina on the show. But that's a really funny show too. All right. So other standout moments for me in Queens this week. Of course, the rap battle. I love seeing that scene with Naomi's daughter playing nasty, you know what? I'm not gonna say the word. Let me take a license, y'all. I'll see so many people watch The Neighborhood. Sonia says, "Love Bob Hart's Abishola, and I'm not a sitcom person. It's such a funny show." Mama Ali says, "Love The Neighborhood." Danielle, I love The Neighborhood. Nora says, "I have to say I do not watch CBS, but they have good shows, and they're pretty up there in the ratings when it comes to their shows." But back to ABC and what they got going on over there. We need to support Queens. The music is really, really good. This week's episode, Eve's husband died. I did not expect that to end that way. He was dead in the bed, even though he cheated on her. And she was trying to get a divorce. Of course, the paternity test of Naomi's daughter is still up in the air. Why Cameron look like that? Like, he don't have to look like that. Why his hair look like that? Why he's still dressed like he's out of the 90s? I have to give it to Queens, though. ABC pulled out all the punches for the show. They have some of the best dancers. They have some of the best clothing. They have some of the best music. Shout out to Swiss Beats, because the music has been on point for Queens. The music, I don't know who's writing the rhymes. That has been on point. Wait, back to Notori's character. Notori, the newbie lesbian. She cheated on that girl with the other lady. I mean, we all saw that coming, didn't we? We all saw that coming when they were doing the interview. We all saw that coming. But I have to give it to Notori, though. Notori, in the first couple of episodes, her rhymes were okay. But at the end, even Nadine's character, the J-Lo character, I was like, look at her. And I wonder if that was intentional to show the growth and the confidence. But the rhymes are killing it. But of course, Eve and Brandy's characters seem to be the real queens of the group and like the stars of the group. I just love that we're getting great music. If anything, because we don't get music from Eve and Brandy often. So if we can just get music from them this way. Mama Allie says First Wives Club is hilarious. I need to get into that as well. I can't. Isn't that on BET Plus, or is that on straight up BET? Because you know I'm not paying for another thing. All right. Patricia says, "I'm already loving the plot twist." The show is good. The show is good so far. They're building, as I said to you before, part of the reason why I do these recaps is to promote it. But also, they watch these recaps. They want to know what they want. What more do we want from the show? I want to see Brandy's character lean more away from Brandy, so we can see more of Naomi, because Naomi is supposed to be the star of this hip hop group. She left behind a solo deal to remain in this group. Okay, she's supposed to be the writer of this group. So I want to see a little bit more of Naomi and not Brandy. That's what I want to see. Eve a little bit as well. I kind of wish Eve changed up her flow a little bit so that we don't see Eve so much. Because every time I look at the character, I see Eve. I see Eve, and I know Eve is trying to play a different character, whereas she's a little bit more of a mom. That's not coming across believable yet, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Daniel says First Wives Club is the bomb, and it's on BET Plus. That's with Jill Scott, who I love. I love me some Jill Scott. Sashay Shantae says the husband dying was not expected. Kind of sad. I know. I was like, I did not expect that at the end. I did not. Guys, if you're just joining us, of course, we are talking about Queens on ABC, and we are talking about Insecure. Let's get into Insecure. So again, guys, if you're not watching Queens on ABC, it's available on ABC, but it's also available on Hulu the next day, I believe. Okay, let's get into Insecure. Oh, I have to say though, one of the reasons why I love Insecure is the friends, not necessarily Molly and Issa Rae's characters. So I kind of miss the friends this week. I really did kind of miss the friends this week. But they fast forwarded a year in episode 2. And this is more about Issa developing her brand, The Block or Blow CC. That's from last week. And Molly in her haircut. First of all, I didn't bring the picture up. Damn it. I didn't bring my picture up, but I wanted it. It's all right. Molly looked fantastic. Do I have the picture somewhere? I got to get the picture. I'm sorry, y'all. I have to get this picture of Molly because I know I asked a question on my Twitter this morning. Why do people not like Molly? And I mean, I get it. I'm partially asking just to hear people's reasons for why they do not like Molly. And I get why people may not like Molly. But I have to say, I love this new haircut on her. But Molly is going through a period. This was more focused on her dating and where she is with that. Where's that Molly? Oh, here it is. Here's the Molly picture that I want to show. Hold on, y'all. I got to show this Molly picture. Come on, Molly, come through with the sachet Shantae. Look at that. Molly looked fantastic. I like this haircut on her. You know what I also love? At the end of every episode, they talk about the episode with some of the experts. So in this episode, we see that Issa's building her brand, where she's supporting community, up and coming, artists like this designer. This fashion show, well, the person in charge of the costumes for the show said, if she had thought about this earlier, she probably could have just created a fashion line from actual fashions, but they actually created they worked with a designer to create this fashion show. And I was like, wow. And it was just I done kicked myself out. Sasha says, if it goes dark when the friends are not around. Mm-hmm. Good point. Darren says Yvonne Orgy's haircut was fire. And I think I asked this last week. Is Yvonne still a virgin? You remember, in real life, she's a virgin. I think in real life, she's a virgin. And then she was dating that really fine guy. I need Yvonne. Don't waste that, girl. Because how old is Yvonne? She's 30-something right now? Is she near 40? Sonia said Kempire, you're so funny. Look, things happen. But what I loved about this episode, a couple of things that I loved about this episode. This was not my favorite episode because, like I said, I love it when the friends are around. But Issa makes me laugh too. Issa in this episode, one of the things that they asked at the end of the episode, when they talk about the episode with the producers or, whoever's involved in the show, do you think that Issa sort of sold out? Because she had to, for one of the promoters of this brand, she had to make some agreeances. You know what I mean? And we all have to do that. When I'm here on YouTube, I can't be cussing and doing all kinds of crazy things because I have to follow guidelines because they are sponsoring on some level the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. It's the same with TikTok. Okay? So, damn. I love Yvonne, though. She's hilarious. She's so talented. Oh, she's 33 years old. I mean, she's 37 years old. I mean, look, her body, her choice. But damn. Um, so I didn't think that Issa Rae's character, Issa, was selling out. But I love the fact that this fashion designer was like, no, I'm still going to do what I want. And that fashion show, and she literally, the costume designer for Insecure worked with a fashion designer, a streetwear fashion designer, to create that. She didn't have to do that, but that's what she did. And it came out so good. It came out so good. So Sashay Shante says, okay, Issa crying all over old boy a year after Lawrence. What happened there? Okay, I never remember that guy's name. She hooked up with him before. I know he's an actor. We've seen him in other things, but we've seen him notably here in Insecure. And when she asked him to stay over, and immediately he was like, oh. It's like, why couldn't he just stay over and just to stay over? Why did he naturally... Well, he was in her bed. And then Issa, I thought they were going to get it on, but Issa cried in his mouth. Have you ever cried in someone's mouth? Oh, people want to see the fall decor. Look, you can see the fall decor TikTok. If you want to see a full view of the fall decor TikTok, head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We're live on multiple platforms. We're talking about Queens on ABC and the latest episode of Insecure. One thing I do love about Insecure is that it's only a half hour. That is only a half hour. Sonia says that voice. Yes, yes. Yes, the guy from Houston. He's sexy AF. He is. I mean, they're all really good looking. They're all really good looking. And even the guy that Molly went on a date with, we didn't really get to see anything from that. But Molly gave us this look. And I was like, yes, Molly. And she wore this look on her date. But Molly's in a period where she's trying to find love. And then they sort of flash back to some of the things that she's done in relationships. Molly will find love. Molly will find love. I don't know. Did you guys like her with that guy from last season? I didn't feel the love there. Do you think that Molly will find love this season? Is that how they're going to wrap the show? Is that she finds love? And what's going to happen with Issa? Do you really think that Issa should have broken up with Lawrence? I know Lawrence in the beginning of the series was a loser, sleeping on her couch, but he's upgraded since then. Do you think the fact that he's having a baby with this other woman, it's not like he cheated and had a baby on her. It was someone he was in a relationship before. She ended up pregnant. Do you think that's what it was? Maybe. I don't think that's a deal breaker, but everyone has different deal breakers. Do you think that's a deal breaker? JTW says the flashback show why we don't like Molly. I don't not like Molly. I don't know how I feel about Molly. Someone says bye, Lauren. Mama B5 says, I hope Molly finds her man. I mean, I think we all do, but is that realistic in Molly's situation? And if you're watching the replay of this, I want to know your thoughts. Do you think it's realistic that Molly will find love at the end of the season, or should she go into the end of the season finding love for herself? But she really wants love. She really wants a relationship. Does Issa want a relationship? Does Issa and Lawrence get back together at the end of the season? Because is a baby a deal breaker for you? For some people, it's not a deal breaker. Ida says this happened on the game and they stay together. This is true. Thank you so much, Libra. I don't watch this show. Just tuned in for your content. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Libra. I appreciate you guys when you say that. I do appreciate that you guys tune in. We are talking about Queens on ABC and Insecure on HBO Max. We do a weekly mashup recap. We might add some other shows, as I promoted earlier. If you're not watching Bob Hart's Abishola on CBS, it's worth it. If you're looking for something light and funny, definitely worth watching. I know there are plenty of other shows that I need to get into. You all are tagging me into it. I'm going to try. I just don't have the time. But I will find the time. Known SFC says the Asian guy, Andrew, has an Australian accent in real life and somehow looks completely different. Really? Looks completely, which to me says that's great acting. Because if he looks completely different in real life, then he really leaned into the character. I love that. Oh, JD says justice for Andrew. He deserved better. Y'all really don't like Molly. A baby is never a deal breaker, but I had infertility issues, so okay. I mean, it depends. For you, it's not a deal breaker, but for some women, it is a deal breaker because they don't want to deal with baby mama drama. There's that part. Delsenia says I love Andrew. Yvonne Orji's new book, Bamboozled by Jesus, How God Tricked Me into the Life of My Dreams. That's a long title, but that's a good one. And she's funny. I'm sure the book is very funny as well. So shout out to Yvonne Orji. I don't dislike Molly's character. I don't know how I feel about Molly's character. I can see why people don't necessarily like her, but I don't know. Look, I don't know. Issa, though, provides a lot of funny. I think the later, we only get what, 10, 12 episodes? I'm not sure how many episodes we're going to get of Insecure. This is only the second episode. Before you know it, it will be over. Sundays are jam-packed. We talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac Sunday evenings at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. So I don't get a chance to watch Insecure until at least Monday or Tuesday, usually Tuesday, because Mondays are so jam-packed here on the channel. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe because you're getting daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. Vanessa says, I'm here for Molly. This is her redemption season. Okay, that's what they said in the promotion of this. They said it is a time of redemption. Excuse me, y'all. Ooh, hold on, y'all. I wanted to highlight. JDW says, I think Issa was too close to the situation. She actually had a relationship with Condola. Awkward AF. That's true. That's true. There is that level, too. She was friends with the baby mama. So now you got a baby mama drama situation. We're going to get more of Lawrence later in the season. This second episode, I know I saw mixed reviews on the second episode. The first episode came out with a bang, along with the whole AKA drama. No one's talking about that anymore. See how quickly people move on? You see how quickly people move on? Only 10 episodes. Damn. Black Friday? No, that's not Black Friday. Sorry. That's Kwanzaa. I knew it was something black. Only 10 episodes. The finale of Insecure airs on December 26th. I'm surprised that they're airing it then. But maybe they didn't want to go into the new year with it. Well, Leloom says, I don't know why, but Molly is so to me. Not only you, a lot of people feel like that. Darren says, hopefully more than 10 episodes since it's the final season. Apparently not. Apparently not. I will hope we get to see more of the friends on Insecure because, as I said to you before, the first episode came out with a bang. I enjoyed that. The second episode, it still was a bang because I enjoyed the fashion show. I thought that was really, really incredible. What else stood out to me in this episode? I like that Molly and Issa are in a better place. I didn't like these two friends in an awkward place. And maybe that's why they fast forwarded a year. I wonder if next week's episode will still be in that year. I'm thinking that it will be. So maybe they fast forwarded a year because then we're not in the pandemic anymore. Is that what they did? Maybe. Maybe. Nora says no, because now we even more mad with Ramona in that comment. What? Am I highlighting? I missed something. I must have missed something. I'm sorry, y'all. But if you're just joining us, we are, of course, talking about Queens on ABC and Insecure on HBO Max. Just wanted to do a quick recap of both episodes. Queens is the music is incredible. I'm enjoying it. And I'm enjoying the storylines and some of the conversations that they're having on the show because they're so relevant on so many different levels. And Insecure's second episode, maybe we needed a little bit more drama with the AKA situation. Look, we shall see. We shall see, y'all. Let me just read some of these last minute comments and then we're going to wrap this up. Kim says, I love Queens. Ida says, remember, Molly is just a character, y'all. I'm just saying. I know. Look, I know. But a lot of people, especially when it comes to Insecure, are very invested in the show. as if these characters are real. That's why they got so mad about the whole AKA stuff. Also because they don't really like Amanda Seales. Sonia says, I think Molly gonna end up with a female. She needs to be alpha. I mean, we never explored that with her. If that is true, I wonder. But there are plenty of alpha women with men. They don't have to be with women. I've seen it. I'm just saying, Nora. It really helped promote the show, though. It had everybody going to watch. What did we miss? But I always love the episodes with the friends, especially Kim. She makes me laugh so much. This week's episode, I thought it was solid, but you have to remember, as creative people and writers, they're trying to build up and trying to finalize this season that so many of you have been invested in over the last 5 years. So if you are watching the replay of this, I want to know your thoughts and standout moments, both from Queens on ABC, on Insecure on HBO Max, and what else should I be watching and getting into? What else should I be watching and getting into? We need something with Kelly. She's such a great actress. I hope we get more of Kelly. Sonia says she failed with men. I think she... Come on. Y'all really don't like Molly. Hold on. Known as SFFC says, the Friends, Natasha Rothwell is super talented writer, and Yvonne Orji doing her job since everyone hates her. That's true. Because if you can invoke such a feeling from people, you're doing a great job. I have to say, Molly, Yvonne Orji's character, who's a comedian, comedians are some of the best actors. They really are. They're able to give you funny, but they're also able to give you a lot of drama. Danielle says Kelly was on the HBO show White Lotus. She's been on a few things. I've seen her in a few things. She's very good. She's very, very good. She's probably also, is she a comedian or is she just an actress? Because she's just naturally very funny. Bossy says she's tapping on 40's door. Sonia says, I like her, just my observation. Ida says, I'm totally alpha female and I'm with a man. See, I know plenty of alpha females that are with men, but I get what Sonia is saying. She's saying, well, she's tried all the men. Maybe she should try a woman. Maybe. And maybe we will see. White Lotus was great. I need to get into that. That's on HBO too? Like I don't have enough stuff to watch. Guys, we have almost 125 people watching. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. We are talking about Queens on ABC, and we are talking about Insecure on HBO Max. As I said before, if you're watching the replay, I want to know your thoughts on both episodes. Let me know in the comment section. Do you watch Queen Sugar? I did, but I sort of fallen off, and I know Queen Sugar is another really great show. I need to catch up, y'all. I need to catch up. There's so many shows to watch. Oh, yes. Dulcinea says, Yvonne Orji's Mama, I Made It. HBO special. Get into it. I did watch that. It was very funny. I didn't even know she was a comedian before she started promoting that. So there's a lot of great content. There's a lot of really great content. Sonia says, it's just for the plot, folks. All right. So for the plot, I wonder if they will go there. I wonder. You never know, Sonia. You never know. If they do it, we can say you were the first to say it. Molly gonna try it with the girl. Maybe. Let's see. Vanessa says, I haven't seen Queen yet, but I heard it's really good. The music, first of all, is the best. The music just keeps getting better and better every week on Queens on ABC. You know, last week when we spoke about Queens, I said it probably would be more interesting if it was on a cable network. We have to remember this is on a major network. It's on the Disney network. So there's a lot of stuff where they could go a little bit further with that they don't. But this is a bigger platform, honestly. Not everyone has cable, unfortunately. Issa and Yvonne are from the DMV. Yes, we spoke about that last week. Kim says they need a soundtrack. I believe the music is, I know it's at least available on YouTube. I haven't checked on streaming apps if the music from Queens on ABC is available. If someone I mean, I can't check it right now, but you guys, hey Barry, what's going on? Barry says Molly might as well. You guys are terrible, but you never know. I mean, the haircut didn't help. The haircut looks good on her though. Not everyone can rock a short haircut like that or do it the way that she did it. She looks good. She's got the perfect head for it. Look, take a look at the picture again. She looks great. She looks really, really good. And you know, black women, your hair, it's a big deal for you to cut it off. And if you cut off your hair like that, it's a time of transition. It's a time of change. And maybe we will love her at the end of this. Vanessa says, I love her look. Sashay Shanshay says the music on Queens will be way better than Empire. Well, they also have some really great people behind it. Sidebar though, Empire had Timbaland behind their music, and Timbaland's partner in crime for Versus. What happened to Versus? What happened to Versus? Are we done with Versus? And Swiss Beats is working on the music for Queens. Just saying. But whoever's writing the music for Queens, they're doing a really great job. They're doing a really great job. As I said to you before, if you haven't checked out Queens on ABC, it's available on Hulu. And of course, Insecure is available on HBO Max. This is their final season. If you're watching the replay, I want to know your thoughts on both shows. If you're watching both shows, what were your thoughts on this second episode of Insecure? Do you think Molly needs to try to go to the lady pond? Maybe. Daphne says, love the hair. I love it too. That's why I said I had to get the picture to show you guys. She looks amazing. Not everyone can rock that hair. Not everyone can rock short hair, and not everyone can rock that particular cut. She looks amazing. And I thought I was wondering how they would get to this particular point, and they fast forward a year in this episode. They fast forward a year, and look, I'm excited, but I'm also excited about these ladies. The music from Queens on ABC, their looks, their fashion, I think it's great. I think this is a grower, not a shower. So ABC, give them an opportunity. Not sure what the ratings are currently for the show, but I'm going to keep on talking about it while we have it. Maybe my girl Brandy will come on the show and talk and promote about it. I know she was doing some promo. She was just here in New York when I was in Amsterdam, though. So that would have been a perfect opportunity. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the show will bring. These beautiful women are discussing really important topics. I don't know if anyone noticed in this last episode, she was talking about, I mean, not just her, but a few of the ladies were talking about some really interesting topics, specifically Brandy's conversation with her daughter and how her daughter was growing up and what it means to be a Black girl in this different world of outside of being Black and going into this music, this classical music world. Twan, what's going on, Twan? She says, wow, she looks great. Libra says, yes, love this show. JDW says, Issa's Shades Amanda on HBO Max recommendation. What? Vanessa says, I'm so sad all of my favorite shows have ended or are ending, such as Power and now Insecure. Power was really, really good. Issa's still shading on Amanda. Oh, Lord. RR says, love Notori so much. Notori really stood out in this episode for me, especially when she was rhyming. Remember, she played Lil' Kim, but you don't get Lil' Kim from her in this particular show. But I think they're doing a great job. Guys, we're going to keep recapping, some of these scripted shows here on the channel. If you enjoy content like this, be sure to like the video. Let me know what shows I should be getting into. And I look forward to talking more about Insecure and Queens next week here on the channel. Thank you all for being here. Shout out to our Team Kempire Royal Court members. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, head on over to TheKempire.com. Get your coldest water bottle today. Stay hydrated. Discount code KEMP10. Links are available in the description of this video. Thank you to everyone watching on all the different platforms. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you to everyone that was a part of the conversation in the chat. I appreciate you guys. I will be back later with some more videos. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys later. Yeah, later.